You know, I've been on the indoor trainer for like 17 or 18 years, maybe. That's how much time I've spent like with different equipment on indoor trainers in the winter. And I just can't this winter, or at least the last couple of winters, I just can't do it anymore. It just sucks the life out of me. I don't know what it is. Like Zwift and TR, and had the Sufferfest for a while. There's all kinds of different platforms out there, but man, and nothing against Wahoo. If you're gonna buy a trainer, you're gonna do it, and that's great for you. Wahoo makes great trainers, but I don't know, it reminds me of that movie Interstellar.
Look, I could swing around that neutron star to decelerate.
No, it's not that. It's time. The gravity on that planet will slow our clock compared to Earth's drastically.
I bet.
Well, every hour we spend on that planet will be 7 years back on Earth. That's relativity, folks.
That's kind of what it's like for me now, riding my bike inside in the basement. Don't get me wrong, riding inside has its purpose. I don't want to take anything away from people who ride inside, because I did it for like 15 years. The thing is riding outside isn't much cheaper, really, when you look at what the cycling industry pushes you. Just below me, I guarantee I probably have $1,300 to $1,600 worth of winter cycling clothes. And that can be really expensive. So I'm just going to kind of show you how I dress for the winter. And if you wanted to spend all this money, you could, or how you could get away with it without spending so much money. Okay, let's talk about our temperature ranges really quick. So I'm on there's some variables here that can't be accounted for. Like, are you training really hard, or are you riding casually? Or is it sunny outside, or is it cloudy outside, or is it raining? We're just gonna go in generalities here, okay? So really we're talking about temperatures at 65 to 55. Then we go 55 to 45, and then for me it's 45 to 38, and anything below 38 I dress a certain way. So generally speaking, this is how I'm dressed if it's 55 going up to 65, because if it goes to 65 for me, I don't really need much. So at 65 degrees I don't need all this stuff, and this stuff, it comes off super easy, and I can pack it in my back kit right back here. So let's talk about starting a ride, let's say down to 55, and what that looks like. So we wear an undershirt. That'll keep you warm. And then you can buy really inexpensive undershirts. We have arm warmers that just ride right up on your arm, right here. You put your top over it, your sleeve over it, just like that. I'm wearing my Safety kit, love the colors. Love these Safety kits. And then I wear my regular bib shorts. And then the last thing I wear is just these knee warmers right here. And you just put your bib shorts over the top, and they're super easy. And again, they're lightweight and they come off, and that's really all I need down to 55. Except maybe if I do feel like it's going to be a little cold or windy, I'll add one more thing. Okay, and the one more thing I might add is a windbreaker. Now, you don't have to break the bank on these. I mean, you can spend whatever you want. You can spend $20, or you can spend $140 if you want. But really, something for me, it's high vis, zips up the front, and if it's a windy day, it'll keep you nice and warm. Or if you hit a little bit of rain, it will protect you for a while, at least till you get home. So that's everything that I wear down to 55 degrees. So let's talk about when we're heading below to 45 degrees. Okay, so here's the thing. Down to 45 degrees, I add gloves, just like this. I keep my arm warmers on. Now this is if I'm gonna be riding hard and exerting myself and really heating up. And then the only other thing I'll add here is toe covers. This covers those vents in your cycling shoes and keeps your feet warm. And if I'm riding hard, I just stick with this windbreaker. But if I'm riding casual, I put something on that's a little bit more warm. So right here I have a thicker, lighter jacket. Now, you can buy an expensive cycling jacket. This one was fairly expensive. I hate to admit, it's a Rafa jacket. But you know, if you got a jacket at home and you're just riding casually, you don't need to buy this, honestly. But this will keep you nice and warm, even if you're casually riding down to 45 degrees. And let me get it on. Hold on one second. So the great thing about these jackets, like this Rafa jacket, besides keeping me warm just like any other jacket does, it does have the pockets in the back. So easy access pockets in the back. And then that's all I need down to 45, really, to keep me warm. I might add my my head cover if it's not going to get much above 45. But there we go, down to 45. This keeps me warm, and I have some gloves on. I got a jacket. I'm still using my knee warmers. You can change out your arm warmers for a long sleeve shirt, and toe covers, and that's about it. So let's talk about 45 to 38, and I picked 38 because for me, for some reason, 38 degrees is like the threshold. Okay, down to 38 degrees, 45 to 38. We haven't really spent a lot of money. Like, you could have used stuff that you already have in your house, like a light jacket, or maybe you already have a windbreaker. So this hasn't been too expensive, really. But now when I'm getting down to 45, I'm definitely wearing my head cover, just like this. And adding something else. And for me, a neck cover is also important because my neck tends to get cold. If you're down to 38, you could put this over your mouth if it's getting too cold. But I like to have this little neck cover. I have this under jersey here. It's long sleeve. You can use maybe a thermal shirt or something like that if you're just casually riding. And you can buy a winter cycling jacket if you want, because again, you have the pockets in the back and it's made specifically for cycling, but these do get quite expensive. And I won't zip it all the way, but they got pockets in the back, and you also have some really neat side pockets here that you can use, and gives you plenty of storage capacity with this cycling jersey. But let's take a look down below. Okay, down below. All right, so let's take a look at the pants, because I would spend money here. This is absolutely where I'd spend money, is on cycling pants. This one has a zipper pocket on the side, and it's also got a nice little cargo pocket on this side. We got reflective material on the back in the calf area, and it's waterproof. And not only that, we got pockets in the back, and it keeps everything really nice and warm and somewhat moisture wicking. The one fun thing I change here with my cycling stuff is I put on nice fun wool socks, but I'm still using my regular shoes with the toe covers down to 38. But check these out. Nice pink socks that go all the way up here. Wool, keep my feet nice and toasty. And then the last thing I'll do is I got my long fingered gloves, which keep my hands warm. I'll just add a pair of windproof gloves over the top. So I'll double glove it. Some of you may not need to if you're riding really hard, but I'll just go ahead and double glove it. And since I already have these, and there we go, it's windproof and the warming layers on the inside. And down to 38, I feel nice and good like this, kind of casually riding around, not racing about. So when we go below 38, here's some things to consider. Okay, so we want to be really adventurous and ride below 38, and that's not a problem. I've done it many, many times. I'm just gonna change up a few things, use some stuff I already have, and like before, I spent some money on the cycling pants, which they are expensive. $250, believe it or not, will get you a really good pair of pants that will still last even below 38 degrees. But now I'm gonna go to a full-faced little hoodie thing to try to, or a little cover thing, ski mask to try to keep everything like covered. And oh, I forgot to mention, you need to wear glasses or something when you go below, like probably in the 40s, because your eyes will get dry and cold with that wind hitting them. The next thing I'm gonna do is, in my cycling shorts, I got a pair of thermal underwear, little stretchy underwear that I'm gonna wear underneath those to try to keep the midsection warmer below 38 degrees. I'm gonna take things I already have, like my winter jacket, or if you have a ski jacket, we're gonna put that on. We could wear that, and that's gonna keep me nice and warm. And then for the gloves, I'm just gonna wear my snow gloves, the same gloves I'd pack snowballs with to hit the kids with. I'd wear those. And then the last thing I'm gonna do, and this is where you might wanna spend your money if you're at my feet nice and warm and they're waterproof and you're not gonna get wet. So that's how I dress in the different temperatures while trying to keep it within budget. So really, I'm spending money on some of the inner layers, like this inner shirt. I'd spend money on it. I'd spend money on the pants, and I'd spend money on the boots, and then maybe a cycling jacket if you want, but you don't have to buy that. So you can keep your costs below maybe $600 and still ride comfortably in the winter and have a great time outside, enjoying the outdoors without worrying about freezing or anything like that. Now, if it's raining, we got to do some things differently, but we'll talk about that at another day. So yes, over the past decade, I've probably spent $5,000 or more on winter cycling kit, but that's why I made this video, because I think you don't need to spend that much money at all, really. I think you have a lot of things in your house already that you can use to stay warm and ride outside. Plus, I don't know too many people that are racing outside when the temperature's cold. Really, you should be doing zone 2 efforts, really easy efforts, you know, just keeping your endurance up, building that aerobic endurance that you need for the spring. And so it's really about casually riding. But I will say this, the things that I do like to, I think you should spend money on is that are expensive. Some of the things you can get are not that expensive, but really helpful stuff is the cycling pants, the wool, merino wool socks, and the lake boots if you're gonna go down below 38. The lake boots, I haven't had a pair of cycling boots that work better than lake. They're really fantastic pair of boots. And then if you want to splurge a little bit more, then getting a cycling jacket that has the additional pockets really is helpful. But everything else, like the arm warmers, leg warmers, buy the cheapest you can get. Long sleeve cycling kit, you can get something cheap. Same thing with your cap, you may already have that. And then when it goes below 32 degrees or freezing, you know, use your winter jacket, use your winter gloves. Doesn't have to be complicated. So I'm hoping that helped any of you beginners out there. I know a lot of you already know this stuff that are watching my videos, but I wanted to kind of refresh and put my perspective, since I've bought so much stuff and used so much stuff over my life, my 40 years of cycling, that maybe it helps some beginner out there. So follow along for more. I'm going to write a blog article about this, so you can go to gograva.com, click on the stories tab, and all of our stories and our blog articles there. And you can see, follow along as we're getting new bicycles. I'm going to be opening up a showroom bicycle shop here in the future, selling South American bicycles, and really just a lot of fantastic things coming. So thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.